Hi YouTube. Hello. It's me, Mariah. If you couldn't tell, did you miss me? It's been like 3 weeks. And when I tell you, first of all, I've filmed several different videos over the past few weeks. So I'm like, oh, this would be a fun idea if I like drove to work and talked to you. But then I'm like put off by like, first of all, me not speaking and saying much in the morning. Cause like, what am I supposed to say on a drive to work? You know? I'd rather listen to music and wake myself up. But also I get put off because like I'm driving to work. So like I show up to work, I'm not gonna show y'all where I work because you can kind of see my surroundings through the window. If you pick up what I'm putting down, I don't want y'all to know that. So I kind of just like, I'm like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't do that. So we scratch those and then I'm back to square one. Or I'm like, oh, let's do a craft video. I haven't finished the craft yet. Or I'm like not willing to put in the effort to do like more, what would you call it? I'm not willing to do more angles, if that makes sense. So I'm like, ugh, and then my phone's running out of storage, and then this, and then that, and I'm like, what am I doing with my life? And I ask myself that question in several aspects, okay? What do I want to do words? What do I want to do career-wise? What am I doing? What am I doing? Because let's talk about it. I know I've talked about this in one of my videos. I think it was one of my first videos of me making my comeback. I have a bachelor's degree and I am not currently putting it to use. Like, girlie, all you need to do to have the job that you were qualified to do, that you enjoyed doing when you student taught, all you have to do to just get your foot in the door is take a couple of exams and study to take those exams. And so I've canceled them, I've rescheduled, I've had them scheduled and not attended, and then spent the money and not taken them. So like I'm wasting money in the sense, if that makes sense. Words. Those didn't make sense. Anywho, I'm not taking the exam. And I'm like, girly pop, you are well trained. You did a 4-year degree program at a college that was literally founded on education. So what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay? And I've had this realization in so many different like days, hours, moments where I'm like, ugh, I'm not passionate. Look, I'm like hesitant to talk about this too because I'm like, what if someone like I work for or like work with finds me on the internet and like hears me talking about this? Because I don't want to say this in like a bashful way, but I am not passionate about what I do at the current moment. I'm like, I will go batshit crazy if I stay in this my whole entire life. I will. Like, I would much rather sit and talk to children and teach and like get enjoyment out of it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just more fulfilling in life. So at this book, I've come to the conclusion that this is way too advanced for what the content is on the exam, is what I'm picking up on. So my new study technique is I am taking practice exams. I paid for the practice exams through the New York State Teacher Certification Exam website, which is with like Pearson. So what I'm going to do is take those exams. I'm actually going to do one on Saturday this weekend. I want to start studying math because that is my biggest hurdle, is the math. So I feel like if I start studying math now, keep up on it, of course. Once I feel prepared, obviously still keep studying. Once I feel prepared and I'm like, okay, I know what I'm talking about, I'm going to schedule the exam. So that's my approach for it now. I feel like if I schedule the exam when I feel like I'm ready, rather than like scheduling it and then scrambling for time and being like, shit, I don't have enough time, like I'm not prepared for this, that's what's making me like back out of it. So not having it scheduled, not pressuring myself, I feel like in a weird way, I think that's what'll work best for me. I don't know how to explain that, but that's how my brain works, okay? I've also been on this weird journey where I'm like, okay, I need to start budgeting my money, okay? So in my head, my thought process is if I feel motivated enough to start budgeting, I bought a budgeting book. Will it help me? I don't know. But I feel like I feel like my mindset is finally shifting. I've been in a slump for a while. I also did get myself on meds. I started taking Lexapro a couple of months ago, and I feel like it's helping me in some aspects, slowly but surely. It's definitely not gonna be the end all be all, but like I'm less anxious about a lot of things. And I hope that's noticeable in some aspects of my life. But yeah, no, March has rolled around and I'm finally like, okay, let's take the teacher certification exams. Like, let's do the thing. Because then once I have those, I can apply to be a full-time teacher, you know? And the really cool thing about that for me is I'm too scared to drive in the winter. Who gets snow days in the winter when it's really bad weather out? They said I call in, school cancels for you, depending on the district and how much, like, it depends. It really does depend. But you know what I mean? Like, it gets canceled. So there's that. You also get school breaks. Like, there's winter break, there's February break, there's summer break. You get summers off. Like, the perks weigh out the cons a million times. And I'm passionate about it. You know what I mean? So the more I like sit here and think about it, the more I'm like, why have I not actually gone into this? Why didn't I? Why did I not? So yeah. That's where my headspace is at the moment. So I've been grabbing my laptop, me iPad, and this book, because this book is, I'm hitting myself with it. This book is helping me in some aspects. I did spend like $50 something on it several months ago, and I wasted a crap load of my time like labeling all of the topics. But it does have like a practice test in the back of it on paper, as well as a link to like online practice tests. So I've been looking at those. I have notes in here, and like there is study guide stuff that I can look at that is on the actual like test. So pick and choose your battles. It's not bad, but it's a lot. So but my iPad is helping me like take my notes and do my math practice and all of that. And then of course my laptop is like giving me all my information. If you pick up what I'm putting down there. Like, I have my stuff on my laptop as the big screen, and then that, whatever. I have a system going, okay? So that, and then when I want to take a break, I have my Nintendo Switch because I downloaded a SpongeBob SquarePants game. I kept seeing it on TikTok, and it's addicting as all hell. It's called, hold on, I'll click on it. It's the SpongeBob Krusty Cook-Off. Y'all, it's so addicting. I'm obsessed. It's making me want to play my Switch again, so yeah. I've been bringing this to work so I can literally sit in my car and play my Switch. It's kind of funny, but I love that for me. So this is what I do on my breaks. And then I also have my fidgets. So I've got my Nido Nice Cube that's very much deformed right now, but hold on, we'll get this back in shape kind of. My Nice Cube, I fucking love this thing. I bring this with me to work and it's so nice. I'm obsessed. I say that with the most I said that with the most bland like bored face, but truly I am obsessed with this thing. It's so fun. It's so exciting. It's great. I love it. So that, and then I also have this one because one of my coworkers got it and I was like, oh my god, I love that. But it's just one of those Nido like orbs, or I think they call it a glob or something, but it color changes when you squeeze it. It's so fun. So Nido, I'm just saying, I am a fan. I'm a big fan of your work. We've got the fast squish and we've got the slow squish. Slay. So, woo, I'm a child. Can you tell? I've worked with children before. That's the other thing too. I have a Tangle as well, But I have a big collection of like fidget toys, and I have literal children's books from when I was student teaching, and I'm like, what am I gonna do with these if I don't become a teacher? Like, just do it so you can use it, because I would have so much joy out of decorating a classroom. I truly would. So we've had some realizations over the past couple of days, past week. I'm hoping this isn't like one of my little stints again where I'm like, oh yeah, I want to do this, and then it just like dies out. I'm hoping I stay motivated. And like, look, if I could stay motivated to get myself into a 4-year college, okay, if I can stay motivated and hopeful throughout high school, given the situation I lived in, like, I can do this. I can set my mind to it. You feel? I sound and look crazy. I really do. Okay, hold on. I need water. Guys, okay. Ice cold water is like my new favorite thing. Of course, in my Olivia Rodrigo Stanley Cup. But anyway, we saw that coming. It's so good. It's so good. Okay, so yeah, moral of the story is I've been having some dilemmas, but this is what I've been working on the past few weeks. And by that, I just started yesterday. But hey, progress is progress, am I right? So yeah, that's where I'm at. Just figured I'd let y'all know, and I am trying to come up with some sort of like fun video concept. Maybe I'll do another reel and unedited. Not that that is a fun video concept, but we all know I love filming those because I don't have to edit them. And maybe, who knows? Who knows? Maybe this will be a reel and unedited, because I'm already feeling like not editing. So yeah, that's this video in a nutshell. I think I'm gonna turn on a movie or something and get studying. So thank you guys so much for watching and being patient with me while I figure my life out at 22 years old. And I will keep you posted. Stay tuned. Bye.